It is the most brutal, savage, and graphic one-sided decimation we have ever seen in a comic book story. While it may be an animated film, Justice League Dark Apokolips War delivers a dark, emotional story and brings an end to the DC animated universe, as well as the Justice League's built-up final confrontation with Darkseid. What's even more interesting about this critically acclaimed film is the very similar connection to Zack Snyder's original Justice League trilogy plans, as well as perfectly tying in the Flashpoint story. So let's not waste any more time. Sit back with a drink and a snack as we break down the final chapter of the DC animated universe, Justice League Dark Apokolips War.
Darkseid knew every part of our plan. Those things that attacked us were half Parademon, half Doomsday. Barry and Hal fought hard, but were taken down. The rest of us didn't last much longer.
So if you're new to the channel, please remember to leave a like and hit that subscribe button so that you can get first access to my content every time I upload. So let's get started. Following both the death and resurrection of Superman, the League decides to assemble and take the fight directly to Darkseid. While few of the members like Constantine and Robin object to this plan, Superman believes this to be the best course of action and they head off to Apokolips to confront Darkseid once and for all. However, upon their arrival, they're greeted with Darkseid's own army, and things quickly take a very grim turn. We get a 5-year time skip and we see Earth has been completely destroyed. The world's most powerful cities have been reduced to rubble and Darkseid's parademons police the skies. Superman and Raven track down Constantine and explain how they need his help to locate the remaining survivors of Earth's heroes to make one final stand against Darkseid. Constantine asks where everyone else is, and Superman says that Darkseid slaughtered most of the League and shows the results of his own capture and torture. Wonder Woman and Batman are now slaves to Darkseid, and Superman is literally powerless. Constantine reluctantly agrees, and the first step is to locate Robin. Once the League has Robin, the next step is to track down the Suicide Squad, led by Harley Quinn. While all this is going on, we find out that not only is Lex Luthor working for Darkseid, but Batman has become Darkseid's right hand. The whole point of the invasion of Earth? To terraform it into New Apokolips. Why does every villain want to make our planet into their own? Later on, we discover that Lois has been working with a double agent inside Darkseid's ranks, and it turns out to be Lex Luthor. The League decide to split up and head back to Apokolips while the rest stay on Earth and distract Darkseid's forces. Constantine leads the charge into Darkseid's fortress, only to find out that not only has the Flash survived, but he is powering Darkseid's own version of a time travel treadmill. Flash's speed is literally powering all of Apokolips. Superman is able to pull him out, but the cost is too great and Barry starts phasing. You guys remember the Flashpoint story? Well, as it turns out, Barry is responsible for all of what's happening. Constantine looks inside Flash's mind to see that him running back in time to save his mother is what caused Darkseid to show up. Talk about irony. Darkseid and Batman return to the fortress, and Darkseid orders Batman to kill his son, Robin. Batman is ultimately able to pull himself out of it, but because of his betrayal, Darkseid shoots an Omega Beam at Batman, which Robin intercepts. Upon Robin's death, Raven loses control of her mind and unleashes her father, Trigon, who quickly kills Constantine. Trigon possesses Superman's body and has a pretty back-and-forth fight with Darkseid. Somehow, with the help of Zatanna in the afterlife, Constantine is revived and learns that this was all part of a contingency plan Batman had put in place. Batman always has a backup plan. Back on Earth, Lois realizes that the only way to stop Darkseid's forces from returning to Apokolips, she must blow up the portal, sacrificing herself. Upon witnessing this, Superman loses control and forces Trigon out of his body. Superman then clashes with Darkseid one final time. What's more is what has become of Cyborg. He is now the Source Wall. He comes up with a way to open a portal that will trap Darkseid and Trigon on Apokolips forever. Upon returning to a decimated Earth, the remaining survivors of the League realize that the planet is too unstable to survive on. Constantine reminds Flash that it was a flashpoint that caused it, and a flashpoint is going to have to fix it. Barry reluctantly agrees, and he runs off into the sunset, creating yet another paradox, ending the final chapter of this animated universe. So now that we know the story, let's discuss some of the similarities to Zack Snyder's original Justice League plans. As we already know, the ending of Snyder's Justice League will be on a cliffhanger. Steppenwolf's death was meant to bring an even bigger threat to the planet. Originally, Justice League 2 was going to see Batman devising a plan to head to Apokolips and take the fight to an unsuspecting Darkseid. Superman, now learning he will be a father, is reluctant to go, but is convinced after both Cyborg and Flash warn him of the same nightmare vision that has been plaguing Batman. They head to Apokolips only to find out that Darkseid is waiting for them. Wonder Woman dies, Green Lantern dies, Martian Manhunter dies, Superman is captured and tortured, and because there's no yellow sun, he's powerless to stop this horror from occurring. Darkseid boom tubes to Earth, kills Lois, kills Martha, kills Alfred, and decimates Earth and recreates it in his own image, making Batman's nightmare vision from BVS a reality. Superman is able to escape, and upon his return to Earth, the pain of losing his family is too much to bear, and he falls victim to the anti-life equation, becoming Darkseid's puppet, just as Batman had in Apokolips War. We get a 5-year time skip between films 2 and 3, as Justice League 3 sees the remaining survivors, Batman, Flash, and a broken Cyborg, trying to build the time travel treadmill to go back in time to warn everyone of this nightmare future and to prevent it from happening again. The end of Justice League 3 sees Flash creating a Flashpoint-like event that wipes away the events of the future, giving the League one final shot at taking down Darkseid. Batman sacrifices himself to save Lois and Martha, while simultaneously killing Darkseid in the process. So while it's not a complete representation of Snyder's Justice League, Apokolips War was meant to show the fans a tease of Snyder's vision before it was officially announced, and quite honestly, it did not disappoint. So let me know what you guys think. Are you guys a fan of this story? Would you guys like to see Zack Snyder's live action plans play out on the big screen? Let me know down in the comments section what you want to see and what you're most looking forward to about the upcoming Justice League film. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this edition of Cap Comics Now. I'll see you all next time.